Jericho checked the files. Male, 9 years of age, he read out. He's an animal. What do you mean, he's an animal? The big boss asked. Jericho snatched the remote off the glass countertop and flicked on the TV. First clip, 2017. Indian Ocean, Jericho reported. Two fishermen were lounging on a small ferry. Their rods plunged into the sea. Suddenly, one of the rods lurched violently. Yes, 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 the film fisherman chanted. Hope to God it's a shark. Both of the men gripped on the plastic rod and heaved the line inwards. A small grey fin surfaced from the water. Grab it, Joe, the fisherman roared, and start filming. I already am. The fisherman plunged his hands into the ocean and groped around for the fin. The shark was slammed down on the wooden deck of the boat. Joe pulled out a pocket knife and started brutally hacking at the shark's fin as it writhed in agony. They tore off the fin and threw the shark back into the water, where it sunk to the bottom of the cold sea, fish nibbling at its flesh as it was unable to defend itself. How much do you think this is worth, Joe? 400? He asked, marvelling at the texture of the skin. I don't know, Mark. With the other 150 we got, I estimate about. A look of horror dawned on Joe's face, like the kind when you hear your favourite actor died, or when you hear there's no leftover honey-coated sausages left, the kind that stops your beating heart. A large shadow cast over Joe's face. A massive, finless shark flew out of the ocean. It was about as big as a cruise ship, its teeth as big as buses. A little figure was perched on top of it. Pause. The video stopped. On top of that mammoth of an animal is our target, Luca, also known as the Beast, Jericho said. Get me that kid now, Big Boss screeched. Yes, boss. Big Boss glared at the boy on top of the finless shark with hatred. And bring him to me alive. Chapter 1. The Chill. A chill ran through the water of Africa. Some animals shivered in their homes. Lucas suggested it was from the ice wedge. The army of sharks drifted in the water, Luca drifting in the water beside them. Are we there yet? Grumbled a huge bull shark, snapping at nearby fish. We've entered African waters, but you can't pass the shore, so theoretically, yeah, Luca replied. The sharks fell back while Luca clambered gracefully onto the shore. It was a rainy afternoon. The sun set low, while the twilight orange sky was getting tinged with the darkness of the night. Well, it couldn't really be considered as rain. It was so fine and hesitant that it really felt like a mist. The Beast glanced back behind him to see his army, 100 or so sharks under his complete command. Well, maybe not his complete. 100 royal slate fins were hanging out of the salty ocean, gleaming like the sun. Lucas strided towards the small town of Pitsmatikburg, the people too busy to see a massive army of sharks rise from the water. The Beast looked at the skull ring on his finger and had a sudden flash of memory from when he was little. Chapter 2. April 6th, 2013. Be safe, Mum called from the kitchen window. I will, he replied. Today was the day. The zombies were coming. The bike groaned slightly as it hit the bitumen. Luca heard the snarling and snapped his head to look behind him. The zombie, its bloody jaw opened like a hall of unfathomable horrors, its long, mauled arms jerked out in front. Luca pedaled extra hard and he zoomed down the road. The recognizable landmarks were now a blur of green and brown. He took a hard right and zoomed up a steep hill, panting as he reached the top. Luca stood up his bike and peered down the hill. No zombies were to be found. A large hand was placed on his shoulder. Ah! Luca jumped and looked behind him. There was a tall, dark man standing there. He was wearing a dark overcoat and shiny shoes. His face bedraggled, his eyes grey. Nothing that was human lurked behind those eyes. You could tell this man was bad, but a 5-year-old Luca couldn't tell that, so he apologized. Sorry, sir, I didn't see you there. Which was true. The man looked like he appeared from nowhere. It's quite okay, child, the man droned in a deep voice. Should be calming. Would you care to help me, child? Luca remembered his mum telling him not to talk to strangers, but he was sure this man was kind. The man's hand shifted from Luca's shoulder to latching on his arm. I insist, the psychotic man growled impatiently. Luca was shocked, but as soon as a sudden change of motion came, it disappeared. I've lost my puppy, the man said with no sympathy or longing at all.